history. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo slave ship. What the fuck he do for blacks in his administration? I'm waiting, patient like a saint. Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate your ass the same. Paint Christ in they image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say you hate African soul niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lies sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under your honor, Amy murdered by them and got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priests bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, rank and order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ICE agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game. Put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose by the Lord, we could never be the same. Soon as they born, the wicked go astray. They left the truth, they wasn't with us anyway. Niggas weak, they just saying anything to be truthful. We don't want no cowards anyway. Look, coronavirus, that's a plague. You don't get too much sleep when you waking up the dead. First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. Came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. Draw for
The police just shot him for no apparent reason. No reason at all. They asked for license and registration. That's the police officer over there that did it. With the black on. I can't really do shit because they got me handcuffed. I can't believe they just did this. I'm fucking back!
It's okay, I'm right here with you.
Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Handle lights and teddy bears, I'm trying to leave your block romantic. Flicking off the hip, I leave the scene looking like I'm dancing. Ain't one Westworld, best believe we not gon' stamp it. Titties on a drum, the stick figure looking outstanding. Rip his tie with the hands of the Lord, call that God tears. Send a spear right to the sky and watch his front tear. I'm that nigga cause I run with them niggas, so let's get that clear. Don't question who say I'm the GOAT, I tell them God did. In order to be the best, you gotta beat the best. To me that's suicide. Of course I sound cocky to a glizzy eater, fuck your pride. Don't need a horoscope to see I'm a star, so fuck your sign. You can believe in anything you want, but as for me and mine, God mode. I am what I am, so let's just keep in mind. Don't wanna be like yeah, Kyrie, they wanna be like I. She said she lost until she found me, and then she found a tribe, and then I make a bout face until she called me out of wine. The weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for you. No way you can endure to the end if you not loyal. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for you. No way you can endure to the end if you not loyal. All time, no questions asked, we come and find you. His problems, my problems, and I'm standing behind you. Stepping with style, I'm standing on shit in my product. I take on the crowd, tell them all, throw in the towel. Half moon with a silencer, make it sound like a howl. We the shit, we about movements with a growl. Heavy is the head with the crown, when I take it I'm proud. I get the order, bring my sword back wet with a smile, nigga. I'm an Israelite rapper, nigga. Would never hit his wife, but I'll go at you. I make commitments to a gun if I'm talking about a tantrums. Nigga said he a stand-up dude, that mean we laughing, nigga. Jumped on the beat, start snapping, you leaving fractures. Red and green bean, I'm Gucci, you thinking fashion. Dad go shoot for the green, and I ain't talking St. Patrick. You screaming all lives, I'm screaming all guns matter. Keep it biblical, talking in parables, cause it matter. If I say bring Jake up, I'm talking about a ladder. He was the wave till I came with the fire, no John the Baptist. Who cared you did it first? You should be worried about who after. I'm connected in any habitat, shit I adapted. Nose job on a brand new snub is all plastic. That's why I show up the court with jeans on, I'm never slacking. You a rapper turned Israelite, I'm an Israelite rapping. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for you. No way you can endure to the end if you not loyal. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for you. No way you can endure to the end if you not loyal. All time, no questions asked, we come and find you. His problems, my problem. Stepping with style, I'm standing on shit in my product. I take on the crowd, tell them all, throw in the towel. Throw in the towel. Heavy is the head with the crown, when I take it I'm proud. I get the order, bring my sword back, wait with a smile, nigga.
Don't have messed up, no. Bad news, it's to beat your home. nigga. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who wanna get on that ass real quick one time? 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch be a whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about anymore. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a Zoc, watch the dark. Matter of fact, lock the door. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shang Tsung. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Hopper Free. Try to hold me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking over. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I'm making like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch be a whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. They ain't locked in with the cow, then when you speaking to me for. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and out there. Can't do with them steppers, niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch we whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, so that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our car. And I just made the call. We gon' start another war. Yeah.
I got you. Let it ride real quick. Look.
The city eyes. It's time to Bogart. My God, a real nigga. Cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shot in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation voltage and fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche, way above average. Offense taste sweet, told him make me an apple crisp. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Java, come on, man. Dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evanston with Mark Quad. Telling me how the crackers turned his childhood to a ghost town. Poke a stop, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Let my light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, so tangent. Try to warn them niggas, we bear arms like tarantulas. Them other niggas rap, I make anthems. I really seen profits under this banner. Made my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty Diana. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo. Spirit ancient, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Wardo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Hate me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Ride around with Yaradon, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah.
Good. All right, clap it up. Hey, shalom, everyone. Sarah Shalom, Israel. We are the Isupk, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. If it's not advised UPK under Commanding General Yohana, it's not the truth. I am Priest and Officer of 1000 Mayad, holding it down for Captain Marquard till he gets here. So today is the Wednesday night Chicago Scripture Breakdown class. So you got any questions in the room? You got one? What you got?
So like, sir, just one quick simple question. Like, as far as like the situations that's going on right now in the world with our women, you know, I don't want to say it's all their fault.
Right.
You know, I want to say that it's because of the influences that's being put upon them.
Definitely.
So like, what would be a good precept as far as like them falling for the influences of this kingdom?
All right. So well, that's kind of an easy one. Not easy, but you know,
Come, sir.
Right off the back of my mind is let me stop here. Let me get the scripture right here. Pull up the Way of the Heathen.
Come, sir.
You know what I mean? So one of the things that we have to realize, you know what I'm saying, actually give me start at Deuteronomy 28:15.
Come,
you know what I'm saying? We gotta realize where everything begins at. You know what I'm saying? You get to the root of to solve a problem, you gotta get to the root of the problem. You know what I'm saying? And any and every problem has to be revealed. So we can go to we can start right at Deuteronomy 28:15.
Come, sir.
Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
All these what?
curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Well, first off, we have to realize for a very long time, for well over 400 years, even longer than that our people stopped hearkening unto the voice of the Lord. We stopped following our traditions. We want to follow the traditions of everybody else. We want to listen to every other God out here.
Right.
Every fake God. We want to follow every philosophy. We look at all the people in the world and see the things they're doing, and they look like they're having so much fun.
Right.
You know what I mean? It looks so fun. If you look at an Edomite, I always say this, an Edomite will walk out into a field, you'll walk right next to an Edomite, and you'll be at a field and he'll be at a field, right? And you'll see the grass and the trees. It can be the sun rising over the mountains. You know what I mean? It'll be a beautiful scene. You'll be like, wow, yo, that's dope. Like, wow, that's beautiful. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? I feel refreshed. And then you'll look over at the Edomite and he'll be like, oh. He'll have a tear running down his eye. You know what I mean? He'll be so in awe and so enthralled. And like, it's so spiritual. It's so amazing. And you want it to the point where you feel like you're not getting the whole experience. You feel like it's something else to it that you're not getting that he's getting. So what is it? What would that make you want to do?
Like, if I could, you would think that you need to take on the same type of feelings he's
You want his
portraying.
You want to adapt his ways. It makes you want to adapt his spirit. So it'll make you stop listening to your God. It'll make you stop following your power, the power that created you, the power that created your people. So it'll make you stop following everything that you know is right in the world and go after his traditions, go after his people, his God. So Deuteronomy 28:15 said, you know what I mean? It will come to pass that we're going to stop listening to the Lord, and we're going to stop following after the Lord and stop doing the law, statutes, and commandments. And that prophecy came true.
Right.
And it said every curse that's written from 1568 is going to fall upon our people and overtake us. You know what I mean? Keep reading.
Come, verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
So you're going to be cursed every city in the world that you go and dwell in. you're going to be cursed. The curses are going to follow you no matter where you go. It's going to follow the men, it's going to follow the women, and it's going to follow the children. You know what I mean? Read.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
So that's when brothers say, it don't matter if you're in the city, it don't matter if you're in the country. It don't matter if you live in a skyscraper or if you live in a field. You know what I mean? It don't matter where you go in the world, the curse is going to follow you and overtake you. You know what I mean? And that's what we're seeing with our sisters now. If you could drop that. And we're going to go to Salakia. We're going to go to Jeremiah 10 and 2. All right, so like I'm passing the class over to precinct officer 5,000 hour long.
All right. Get up, mighty priest of hand. Where you at, man?
I was actually going to Jeremiah 10 and 2, sir. He asked about basically how our sisters, you know, how you're looking around right now. Mm-hmm. And our sisters are, the state that our sisters are in.
Yeah.
You know, every time you look on the videos, it's like they're getting more and more and more out of control.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So he was asking what would be good precepts to describe why our sisters are acting that way. You know, okay. So I covered the so of course I covered Deuteronomy, the curse, you know, started with the curses, and now I was going to Jeremiah.
All right, let's get that. You working ones and twos? You on ones and twos? Or can you bring up that Suki video?
Okay.
That's right on
top.
That's
right where I was going, sir.
All right,
I'll see if I can find that. Joe.
If you let me get the water. The water. All right.
Yeah, I got it.
Car, if you could pull Jeremiah, what was that, 10 and 2?
10 and 2, sir.
Get that real quick. You go ahead and read it when you got it.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 2. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Mm-hmm. Verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
So, this is definitely something you can pull. Of course, our people have been taught by the oppressor, who is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right. And
that's where we learn our ways. It's a precept in mind that I would definitely use for this topic that'll go back relating all the way to this. I want to say the 60s. What happened to the black family structure in the 60s? Give me Bind the Strong Man. Let's get that real quick. See, you got to take it back. You want to go to the root cause of the problem. Our sisters aren't just born monsters. That's a learned behavior. What you seen on the BET Awards, that's a learned behavior. What you see on social media, that's a learned behavior. Instagram, Twitter, on Bad Girls Club. I don't know, all these TV shows, how they portray our women to be to the world, that's learned behavior, and that's not our culture. Let's read that once you got it. Call it out.
The book of Mark, chapter 3 and verse 27. Mm-hmm. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man.
No man can enter into a strong man's house and destroy his goods, but first he has to bind the strong man, meaning this, in order to what's a most prized possession? What's a man's most prized possession? Go ahead.
Salakia, sir, would it be his family?
Of course. Some more specific on the topic.
Salakia, sir, his wife.
His wife, give him a hand. A man's wife is his most prized possession. So if you take that away from him, you taking a soul out of the family. If you take the black man's God-given right to be ordained and in authority over his family, then the family is going to grow up in shambles. If you could, pick up where the brother left off at. We in Mark. Where we at? I didn't lost the damn spot.
Mark 3, and I just forgot the verse I don't want.
Where we at with it? Maya, you know where we at?
Slack, so I was looking up to it.
Mark 3:2, is it?
3 and 2. No, that ain't it. Hold on, give me 1 second.
So I was looking up the video.
All right, no, don't sweat it. I got it.
I got it. What verse is it? I don't want.
You say what?
What verse is it?
Hold on. Find the strong man. Mark 3 and 27.
Mark 3:27. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house.
Yeah. Read it one more time.
Mark 3:27. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house.
You will first bind the strong man, then you will spoil his house. What's the goods of a strong man? His wife, his children. The black family structure was bind up in the 60s through COINTELPRO programs, just like welfare, giving a woman, offering the black and Hispanic women welfare, and with taking that welfare, the black man had to be pushed out the household. Just government assistance, planting drugs in black and Hispanic communities, all kinds of things to destroy the minds and the culture of the black family. And now look at today. Look at the black and Hispanic neighborhoods. Our men aren't in the homes. Our women are raising single woman families. And look at the result of that today. A young child needs a mother and a father in their house in order to produce something productive. You can't have one and not the other. You need a masculine father to lay down the law, lay down the rules, give guidance, leadership, and then you need a nurturing mother to care, give compassion, to raise, to feed. You need both aspects. You can't have one without the other. Right. And we see the results of that today. The black and Hispanic and Native American Indian community is destroyed. Gang violence everywhere. Why is that? Because you have no one to turn to in your family. So what do you turn to? You turn to the streets. You don't have a father. You turn to the streets. Your mother is horrible. You turn to the streets. Your mother can't. You can't raise. A mother can't put a strong young lion in check.
Right.
The boy, he in puberty, he's starting to get a little bass in his voice. He getting some muscles. So you as a woman trying to tell this young man to be quiet, go do your homework. He looking at you like, I ain't gotta listen to you. You need a father in that home. Mm-hmm. Read on.
Verse 28. Verily I say unto you, all sins shall be forgiven unto the sons of men, and blasphemies.
Okay, that's it on that. If that's how many, what did they ask for a specific number? They just asked for a precept, or what was the question?
Car.
So what I was just saying, so people in the world can understand that us up in here, we with the community.
Yeah.
So we just want to I just was asking for a precept,
right,
to help people in the world understand, this don't stem from it's not on just the women.
Yeah.
It's a learned behavior. You really answered it already.
Yeah.
When you brought it out, when you was breaking down Mark, it's a learned behavior. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And our people, everybody wants to blame everybody. The men want to blame the women want to blame the men.
Right.
And we keep forgetting that the situation we in, we then put out. Only reason we put ourselves here from not listening to what the Most High told us to do, and by us doing that, now we fall under the influences of this kingdom.
God.
That's all I was really saying. So I just wanted to get going with a precept.
Right.
Of course, there's plenty others that make women feel like it's all their fault, but starting off with that and other precepts to follow behind it should help people understand that it's just not all on the women.
Yeah, it's and the ISUPK, we're gonna do two things. We're gonna correct our men and we are gonna correct our women too.
That's right.
That's something that a lot of organizations and groups hate to do. They love to, put the blame on a man, but when it comes to the women, they too cowardice or scared or trying to appease to game a woman up where they won't correct the woman. And that's just totally wrong. If you're gonna really try to be the solution to the problem, then you have to attack the problem. Black men are off. Black women are off. So you're gonna have to tell black women what's wrong with how they're conducting themselves. You know what I mean? The same way that we tell black men that it's wrong to smoke weed. It's wrong to have sex with whores. It's wrong to buy prostitutes. It's wrong to, be an alcoholic. It's wrong to lie. It's wrong to steal. So like we correct men, we're going to do the same thing with women. And that's true love. That's when you really love somebody, when you tell them the truth.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
So I got that Suki Hunter video.
Okay, let's get this. I ain't really get a chance to check it out.
Oh, wait.
See what's going on right here.
All right, go on.
You mean to tell me that don't need correction?
Right.
Don't say nothing about that. We just gonna let that fly by. But when you see a black man with his pants hanging down, you got to say something.
Right.
We gonna say something about both issues that needs to be addressed. This damn wildebeest is going around in London talking about she need her box stretched and she gonna eat a man out. Like what is that? And this was being taught to our young children. This is all on TikTok, right? All on TikTok. TikTok used to be an app for children.
Good.
If I'm not mistaken, it used to be an app for young children. I remember my little nephew years back used to be on TikTok and everything. And that's when I knew it to be a app for children. Now it's just a cesspool. You know what I mean? You got stuff like this. And imagine your child being on TikTok trying to do the new dance crave, and then this come around the timeline. She talking about she trying to get her box stretched.
Right. Like I said, my man, and what was doubly, and this sister destroyed. Completely. You know what I mean? Was doubly wicked about what she's doing. Is I don't know if you remember, was it like a month ago?
Yeah, with the brother.
The brother when he overcame with lust and ran up and forced her to kiss him.
Yeah. And
then she released a statement about how she has issues because of what happened to her growing up, and she got intimacy issues and all these other issues that she got. And now she out in London.
Mm-hmm.
Like I says she wants her box stretched out and she gonna you know what I mean, do what she gonna do to her brother's record.
Yeah, that is just totally disgusting. And like you just brought up, it's you can't have it both ways.
Right.
At one point in time, you want to be a victim when a brother kisses. He was absolutely wrong for approaching her like that. But then you have this type of behavior. What does this type of behavior breeds?
And see if I could. So it breeds that incident that she had is because this the image she put out there.
Right.
You know what I mean? She randomly said she in London just to have sex or do explicit sexual acts.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's gonna make a brother who ain't got no discipline.
Right.
You know what I mean? Filled with lust when he see her, want to grab her, want to have sex with her, and that behavior like that leads. It is not condoning it, like you said. But behavior like that does lead to sexual assaults.
Good man. Good man. If I could, real quick, if you driving down the street, right, and you see a woman, how would you know if she's a prostitute or not? Car?
She likes her from the way she dressed.
Good man. I mean, you see somebody and she's dressed in a tiny skirt, she got a bra on, super high heels. You know that's the apparel of a prostitute. So if you acting like this is the behavior of a whore. What do whores get? They get treated like whores.
Come, come.
You know what I mean? So if you don't want to be treated like a whore, then don't act like a whore.
Right.
You know what I mean? Any more on that?
Nah, so that was the
Let's play it one more time. I'm amazed by it. I know I'm not. Couldn't be. Imagine if that was your mother. Imagine if that was your mother.
Good night.
Ugh. Go ahead.
Like, that's all that's on my mind, sir. How embarrassing that is for our people.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's just completely embarrassing.
Yeah, definitely. I couldn't agree more. Car, you had something?
Come, sir.
Yeah.
In a few of the comments, which I couldn't believe, there was other women cheering her on for actually displaying this type of behavior. But then, you know, a brother can't even say, "Hey, sis, how you doing?" without you going totally off.
Right.
I mean, you know, it's sad, you know, but thanks be to the Most High in Christ for Commander General Yohana for the rule, because you know, this the only thing that keep brothers like myself and other men like with the discipline that you were speaking on, like knowing that this is to be corrected and not just totally continuously throw the sister to the wolves.
Damn right.
Because that's all this. That's always gonna happen.
Damn right.
It's always gonna happen.
Now, Car, now with a woman that's displaying this type of attitude and gestures, we know what she wants to be. What is she not trying to become?
Salaya, sir, because she's not trying to become like a wife.
Exactly. And what else?
A mother.
The two greatest offices that a woman can have. We don't need women being the warrior king. We don't need women coming up here teaching on the street corners talking about read. We don't need that. Those are things we don't need for women. But what do we need for women? Something that men cannot do. I'm a man and I cannot have a baby. I don't have that power. The Lord gave women that power. But it's women like this that don't see their glory. Your glory is not in being a whore or being a warrior or being loudmouth or anything like that. Your glory is what? In your femininity. Right. Give me a precept on this monster right here. Give me where it says the mothers of my people become cruel. Let's get that real quick. Let me see. We got any more questions?
We got a question online, sir.
Let's get that real quick. I'm sure Captain will touch on this. Let's get that question real quick.
The question online?
Yeah.
All right, come, sir. It's from Officer Yaquatazat.
Okay.
He says, Salakia, sir, can I get a breakdown on Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31, Baba Dashad?
All right, let's get that. Proverbs 3 and 31. Knock all these questions out so Cap get us to his topic.
Okay.
Man.
Sir.
No sweat.
Proverbs
I'm rusty on my sword.
3 and 31. Come.
All right. Who got it?
I got it right here, sir.
All right. Slagia, I'm almost there. 3 and 31. Okay, go ahead and read that.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Okay, this is a bedrock UPK 1 West scripture. Read it one more time.
Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
All right, let's break it down. Who is the oppressor? Car.
So-called white men.
Give him a hand. Somebody pull up the definition for envy. I don't think Alexa running this. Alexa.
No, not yet. She will be though.
Right, we'll get it together. Somebody go ahead and read that when they got it.
Definition of the word envy. A feeling of discontent or resentful longing aroused by someone else's possessions.
Damn, a feeling of discontent by somebody else's possession. So the Lord is saying, do not be discontent about what somebody else has.
Right.
Who is that somebody else? The oppressor. Like Carr just said, the Edomites, the so-called European, the people that put you in slavery. The Lord said, do not be jealous of those people. Do not try to be like those people. Read it one more time.
The verse?
Yeah.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Don't be like those people that put you into slavery. Don't be like the people that are oppressing you. Don't want to be like them. When they want to go skydiving, let them have it. When they want to go in Spain with the bulls and doing all that, and have y'all been on TikTok and seen them going in caves and crawling in the little caves and stuff like that? Let them do that. You know what I mean? And most of all, when you see that blonde hair white woman, let the white man have her. Right. Don't seek to obtain some white woman. Let him have his woman. The Lord said, choose none of his ways. Don't be like him. Don't be like the man that's oppressing you. That's what that verse means. You got your own culture. You got your own flavor. You got your own spirit. You got your own style. And it stands out from everybody else. Everybody wants to be like us. Everybody want to be Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian. Right. And that's a fact. Whether the world like to say it or not, it shows. It shows in music, shows in food and culture. Right now in Japan, they got a whole little fake cholo culture. I know y'all seen that, right? Out there, they got the low riders, they got the Dickies, they got the overalls, everything. You know what I'm saying? Out in Africa right now, damn stinking Hamites trying to be like Parkway Gardens, No Block now. Yeah, they try to be like Chief Keef and everybody out in Africa. You know what I mean? Hip hop culture, that's all throughout the world. Little rich suburban white boys want to be like LeBron James and Allen Iverson, and everything that we do, the entire earth tries to emulate. Right. So that's what that means. It means be you. Be who the Lord put you on a certain team. Stay on that team. Don't try to be a traitor and jump ship and you see this team winning for now, you know what I mean, and try to go with them. So that's the breakdown on that one.
And don't cut slices if I could.
Yeah, go ahead.
What we seeing with Suki Hana, that's her immolating our oppressors. That's what our women are doing.
Oof, disgusting.
God.
And with that, pass the class over to priest and officer, priest and captain, 13,000 long quad. Somebody. I get a water. Damn, I trying to get into the seat. That's what I said. I sit laying low, ain't it? Yeah, is this even the right seat?
Somebody let it down.
Yeah, y'all don't touch this seat. You hear that, Kawaka? Do not touch this seat. This shit, I'm sitting low like I'm in a caddy or something. What? Where we at? Slice, her brother had a question on Proverbs 3 and 31. Let's get it.
So book of Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 31.
Hey, it's locking. Can y'all turn the fan on? I don't know how y'all do it without the fan. Nice. Come on with it, priest.
Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Okay. Let's see. Let's go a little further down in the chapter. Read verse 29.
The book of Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 29. Devise not evil against thy neighbor.
Devise what?
Not evil against thy neighbor.
What does that talk about right there? Devise not evil against thy neighbor. True. It means not to plot against your brothers, fellow Israelites. Get a brother hand. You know what I'm saying? We're just going over some rules of morality. You know what I'm saying? That's something that we desperately need within our community. You see what happened out there. I just Instagram. I don't know what you call it. Add a friend.
on Instagram.
Oh, God.
And it was a CTA. I'm just thinking this regular CTA. It's the CTA red line. Everything that happened crazy on the red line. Hey, brother, you could imagine the stuff I've seen on the videos of how our people are acting and what the hell we do to one another. I mean, brother, we gone. You understand? Keep reading now.
Kind of Wakan. Seeing he dwelleth securely by thee.
Saying he what?
Dwelleth securely by thee.
What does that part mean? Seeing he dwelleth securely by thee. True?
Is it saying that, you know, we're in this together, basically?
Mm-hmm. Why would you devise evil against a man, you know what I'm saying, that you go to war with? Does that make any sense? That don't make any sense. You understand? How the hell you supposed to be fighting the enemy, but yet you warn against one another? You understand? Seeing he dwelleth safely by you. What does that also mean when it says he dwelleth safely by you? What else does that mean? Trooper?
That means that he trusts you.
That's the point. You understand? You don't devise evil against a man that trusts you. You understand?
True question about would that apply only for like the brotherhood in the school or for the whole nation in general, all black Latinos and Native Americans?
Who can answer that? Trooper?
Slocky, it's talking about all of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, whether in their school or not.
Well, I don't trust brothers outside of the school. Y'all, you do have one? Go ahead.
Slocky, I thought that was saying they trust me. You know what I'm saying? But,
no, you said you thought what?
Like if it's a neighbor seeing me, how I'm carrying myself,
right?
They're like, all right, this is an upstanding dude, it's a righteous individual. I ain't got to worry about him. So that's why I was looking.
Yeah, but okay, flip it to how you supposed to deal with somebody else. Read the scripture. Read the scripture one more time.
Son of God.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 29. Devise not evil against thy neighbor.
You shouldn't devise evil against no man. That's for sure true. You understand? Read.
Seeing he dwelleth securely by thee.
Saying he what?
Dwelleth securely by thee.
What would that apply to? He is saying he dwelleth securely by thee. Go ahead.
Just the brothers in the Isupk, sir.
For sure, it would start with us. You understand? But now, as far as saying that I trust a cat in the world, that wouldn't apply to a cat in the world. See what I'm saying? Because cats in the world, they don't have the same morality that you and I have.
Right.
So if you trust a cat in the world, you'll trust Leo, woman with a cat in the world. They say, yeah, he ain't gonna touch it. You know what I'm saying? He good to go. You know what I'm saying? Now, brother in the school, you could do that. I can't leave $500 on the table around cats in the world. You know what I'm saying? But I can leave $500 on the table around cats in the truth. See what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Verse 30. Strive not with a man without cause.
Do what?
Strive not with a man without cause.
What does that mean? Strive not with a man without cause. Anybody? Karakar?
It's like it, sir. It's saying like I don't need to be having some type of beef or anything with this man.
Yeah.
If this man having like there's no reason, then there's no. If there's no reason,
yeah, then
I don't need to be bucking up with this man just because.
Just for nothing. Right? The scriptures say, be at peace with all men. You see what I'm saying? You don't offend me. I haven't offended you. We good to go. You see what I'm saying? There is no problem. But now it says strive without a man without cause. But now, what's the opposite of that? Karakar.
If a brother out of line, then this one, the striving is going to come into play. So
he said striving going to come into play. I'm going to get a brother a hand. He like, now you going to get your ass whooped. All right, pretty much. That's exactly the point. You know what I'm saying? In all cases, every man has a right to defend himself. Everybody understand? But you don't go and just, go in the store and punch somebody in the mouth just because you feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Or go, rob somebody or offend a man when you have no reason to offend a man. You understand? Now, these are basic principles, you know what I'm saying, that we need to be taught from yay high. That's why this is called the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. You understand? Practical meaning this is something that you can do. You understand? Read.
Come
Come on with it.
If he have done thee no harm.
If he have what?
Done thee no
He
harm.
ain't done you no harm. That's a heathen anybody. You know, even though they heathens, you can't just go to war with no damn heathens, you know what I'm saying, because they heathens. It has to be a cause for the reason why you going to war. Everybody understand? Read.
Verse 31.
You got a lot of cats in these fake camps, man. They, you know, they get on the bus and punch heathens in the mouth, you know what I'm saying? Or do things that's out of order. That's why you can't be in here and do what the hell you want to do. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 31. Mm-hmm. Envy thou not the oppressor.
Do what?
Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
What does that mean? Envy not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Well, first of all, what is envy? What is it to envy somebody? You got to know that part first. What is it to envy somebody? Trooper?
Oh, no, I have the answer for the question, not the envy.
No, I want you to break it. You can't have the answer unless you know what envy is. Huh?
I went over the scripture.
Oh, you went over this already? Oh, Salaki. Well, I'm read it again then. Go ahead, Trooper.
I was about this. Would that mean choose none of his ways? Like all of the above? Would that be describing what the oppressor does?
Yeah, the oppressor.
Drives with no cause and he does all that shit.
Get a brother a hand. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When he came, listen, he came and got our ancestors and put them on slave ships. They didn't do anything to them. You think he gave a damn? He told your people, get your black ass on that ship. You want to go be a slave. You understand? This man goes to war with people who don't go to war with him. Right. You understand? So when it says choose none of his ways, you are exactly right. The white man is a murderer, is he not? He murders, robs, steals to get what he wants. So you shouldn't envy somebody who is as filthy as this man. You understand? You shouldn't envy him. I don't envy drug dealers. Right. You see what I'm saying? I don't go around and, you know what I'm saying, want to be what they are. You everybody understand? What we had any more?
That's it, sir.
All right, don't sweat. That was it? Any more questions?
No, sir. We covered all the questions so far.
All right, no sweat. Give me the precept of the structure of a family. Where it says the man is over the woman and the woman. Give me also somebody giving me this is the book of life. I think it's Baruch 4:1. Read that one for me first. Baruch 4:1. Go ahead.
Khan. The book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of the commandments of God.
This is the what?
The book of the commandments of God.
The commandment is something that we must do. Right? Everybody understand that? Commandment is an order. When you are a father in the house, that's why they say laying down the law. You understand? Meaning you have to lay down the rules of the home, you know what I'm saying, for the home instruction. Outside of the home, you have to lay down the rules of the city in order for the city to function. After that, you got to lay down the rules for the state, you understand, and for the country in order for everything to flow well. If it don't start, you know what I'm saying, from the family, you know, if the rules and structure of the family is not right, how in the hell, how you think the city gonna be straight? How the hell you think the body of people gonna be straight when the damn family structure, you know what I'm saying, is broken? You understand? Like this man then went to war against our family structure. All right, keep reading. Let's get it.
And the law that endureth forever.
And the law that what?
Endureth forever.
The law that endureth sometime.
Forever.
When you feel like it.
Forever.
Oh, of the past.
Forever.
This the law endure forever. Okay, this is very important because people teach it's a very famous religion that teaches that God's laws is done away with. You understand? And you show them this scripture, and it completely baffles them. This is the law that endure forever. Keep reading.
Kawakan. All they that keep it shall come to life.
All that what?
Keep it shall come to life.
What life? What life? What you understand? Because if a man is keeping it, ain't he all? If he keeping it or not keeping it, ain't he already alive? So how can you come to life by keeping the law? What life is it talking about? Trooper?
He's talking about the life under the rulership of the Awashar, our king, attaining the kingdom, having our nation, being blissful in that.
Being what?
Blissful.
Hey, you ever heard somebody say, man, listen, I'm living the life. Even though they're alive, but he say, I'm living the life. What does that mean if he say, I'm living the life? What does that mean? Karaka?
Like I said, that means like he in tune with what he in tune with life. So like he enjoying it.
There you go.
He feeling the whole fulfillment of it.
Man, you ever say something, man, that cat there left. I'm left. You see what I'm saying? That means his life that is well. If you look at blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indian, what is our condition here? What is our everyday condition? My eyes.
Sir, hell.
The hell. You understand? Hell on earth. These damn our children, man. Listen, these children is out of control. You see what I'm saying? And they out of control because this man has went to war against our family. We think that black people think the way that we gonna fix things is by voting some Negro into a president. And then the president, he gonna go in the White House and somehow fix black people. He gonna go in there like y'all thought Barack Obama was gonna go in there, Negroes standing in what's that park they had to rally in downtown?
Park, sir.
Grant Park. These Negroes down there standing in Grant Park crying, big crocodile tears. Some of y'all was crying. I'm telling you, some of y'all in this room, know y'all was in there. Hey, they had that cry where you couldn't even talk. You know, you know what I'm saying? See Barack Obama there. Y'all see Jesse. He's about to, you know what I'm saying? And Barack Obama went in there for 8 years. Didn't he do 2 terms? He didn't win there 2 terms and didn't do nothing for you Negroes or Hispanics. As a matter of fact, he deported more Hispanics than any president in the United States history. And got the Hispanic vote. You said they rushed the polls and voted for this clown. You see what I'm saying? Then what you do, you always worried about trying to get some governor in office or some senator. Then they just had the one senator, Clarence Thomas. Okay, ain't that his name? Clarence Thomas. He just made sure that there was no more affirmative action. Okay, this is who you had. This is who you got your faith in, these politicians. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say it, you in a condition where you need affirmative action. You understand? Now you ain't got no more affirmative action. You could thank Uncle Tom Thomas for that. You understand? Like his middle name should be Uncle Tom. He was right there and made sure that you Negroes, you know what I'm saying, could not get no more, you know what I'm saying, what did I just say? Affirmative action, which affirmative action made it so you can get scholarship to go to school, you can get certain jobs now. He went there and made sure that couldn't happen. You see what I'm saying? But this is who you believe in, your politicians. Instead of believing in the men of God that's teaching you, you know what I'm saying, to keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments. You know, as a people, you ain't going nowhere without that. Looking up and down your block and up and down your neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Your whole neighborhood destroyed because there's no family structure in none of them homes. See what I'm saying? And now you at an everyday war with your woman, you know what I'm saying, just to even be the man of the house. Because even though some men is in the house, they still don't run the damn house. They might as well put on panties when they get up in the morning. Right. And let the woman put on some drawers. But she's the one, she calling shots in the damn house. You understand? Read.
Oh God. But such as leave it shall die.
But such as what?
Leave it shall die.
And that's why we dying in the streets. You understand? Because we have left the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments. Instead we have become Americans. You understand? By force. You understand? By force at first. Then, you know what I'm saying, after, you know, some years of being forced, then we just chose to sit down and basically submit ourselves to being Americans. And we figure, you know what I'm saying, that this is our way to success. But as you can see, the Lord is against you, man. Our people don't understand that. We think that, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to have to roll. Shalom, Jenny, come on, concept. Pick up where you left off at.
From the top.
Yeah, from the top.
Khan. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
All right, and what else? What can you use this for a precept for? A lot of people, a lot of Christians like to misconvey the Bible and say and teach false doctrine. I don't want to give it to you. What's this a precept for? Kaya?
The one that the law's done away with.
No,
they teach that, and this counter text it.
Not right here. Maya, you have it. Read it one more time. This is a big concept in the minds of our people of what they could perceive the Bible to be about. Right. Read that one more time.
This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endure forever. All they that keep it shall come to life.
Yep.
But such as leave it shall die.
But such that leave it shall die. Go ahead. What you
got? They teach that God loves the sinner but hates the sin.
Nah, not right here.
So would it be that that you can send your whole life as long as you repent on your deathbed?
No, you got to go to the beginning of the Bible. This is precept for the beginning of the Bible.
Oh, that the Old Testament is done away with?
Karyash.
That's why I said with they miscontinue what the fruit was and knowledge in the garden.
Give him a hand. When the Lord breathed the breath of life into Adam, this is the breath of life right here. Read it one more time.
Oh God!
Then somebody get that in the Old Testament. Breath of life.
The book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1.
Yep.
This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endure forever. All they that keep it shall come to life.
All they that keep it shall what?
Come to life.
So when you keep the law, statutes, commandments, you come to life, even though you're already alive. The Christians like to say that Adam was the only, he was the first man ever created. And he was the only man at that time, which is not what the Bible teaches. The Bible teaches that mankind, it was a boom of mankind. So it was Adam and thousands of millions of other people on the planet. So you got that in the Old Testament? All right, let's read that. Hold that. We're going to come back to that.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 2, and verse 7. And the Lord formed man of the dust of the ground.
And the Lord formed man of the dust of the ground. What is this a metaphor for? This Adam and Eve breakdown right here. What is the dust of the ground a metaphor for? Car?
Like it, sir. Like, is this saying that the Lord, like when he formed man of the dust of the ground, like brought him up from a low state he was in?
Exactly. Let's use a practical example. Before you came into the truth, what was you doing? Before you received the law, statutes, commandments, what was you doing? You was the dust of the ground. You was getting high. You was selling ass. You was, I don't know, stealing, lying, killing. You was a hitman. You was in a low state. Read that again.
And the Lord formed man of the dust of the ground.
And the Lord formed man from the dust of the ground. Go ahead.
And breathed into his nostrils the breath of life.
And breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. So the Lord took Adam who was just a normal Jake in the world. He took this normal Jake in the world and he gave him the breath of life, which is the laws, statutes, and commandments. Keep going.
And man became a living soul.
And man became a living soul. Now read that.
Kamakan. All they that keep it shall come to life.
All they that keep what shall come to life. Yeah, go ahead. Start from top.
This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endureth forever.
Mm-hmm.
All they that keep it shall come to life.
All they that keep the law, statutes, and commandments shall come to life. So Adam, he was a regular Jake in the world. The Lord gave him the law, statutes, commandments, and he came to life. Similar to you brothers. You brothers came in here in all black as a young man, as a trooper. Then you started as an officer. Then you came up to a captain, came up to a general. Now you're a living soul. You're not something that was rolling around in the dirt in what we would call sin. But again, the Bible, especially like the book of Genesis, is very poetic. So what you're reading is not literal. It's a metaphor. Is that it on that, Mayad? No sweat. We got anything online?
Live, sir.
All right. Any questions in the room? All right. We got camp this week. What would be a good topic for camp? Karyash, what you got? Oh, come on with it. We got World War III. You definitely want to bring out your World War III scripture, especially in preparation for Commander Junior Honda's lecture.
That's right.
So let's get our World War III scriptures, get them precepts ready. Anybody else? Any more topics? Mayad?
Like you, sir. One that's fresh in Chicago, the whole Keke Palmer.
Oh, yeah. Keke Palmer. You got to bring that out. You got to add that into there. You got Keke Palmer. I don't know if this Sukiyana is it hot enough to bring for topic for camp.
It might have went viral, sir.
Okay.
Might have went viral.
Okay.
But definitely, I'm not sure about Suki, but definitely Keke.
Okay, Suki, you can tie that in with Keke Palmer. You can go in on a Keke Palmer situation, and then you can tie in this recent situation. Even with Keke Palmer, you can tie in the BET Awards, Sexy Red. That disgusting thing, you can tie that in. So Karyash, you got the World War III scriptures. Somebody, Mayad, let's get some Keke Palmer scriptures. Let's get our precepts ready. So we definitely going out to camp this week. You got it, Karyash? All right, let's read.
Let me start with Isaiah 13 and 9.
Let's get that.
I also got Joel 39.
All right. Somebody grab that Joel. Karyash, you get that Isaiah. We go from there.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 9.
Okay.
Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
Did somebody get it was just at the tip of my tongue when Yahweh shot the times. Somebody give me the times. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
24.
Let's get that Matthew. Matter of fact, hold this car. Let's get that Matthew real quick. Let's start right there. Brothers and sisters, y'all better know what time y'all living in. Especially, Commander General Yohana is a prophet of God. He's doing a lecture on World War III.
Right.
All throughout the news, you hear about what? World War III. You hear about just yesterday, they was talking about a nuclear submarine just docked in South Korea for the first time in 10 years. You got the Ukraine situation. Don't take your eye off the ball. I know the Ukraine situation seems like an afterthought now, but it's war going on in Europe. It's actual bloodshed going on in Europe. Russia and America is ready to get it on. China and Taiwan ready to get it on. They sending threats back and forth every goddamn day. They got war games going every other week. North Korea shooting missiles close to Japan every damn week. The whole earth is ready to just collide and come together in warfare. Carver.
Somebody, sir, if I could, what you saying so heavy, because I was just watching the news
Yeah.
before I came there, and Russia just bombed the major city in Ukraine 2 nights in a row, back to back.
Russia is not letting up.
Not letting up.
Russia is not letting up of the Ukraine, and America and the NATO allies, powers, or whatever you want to call it, is not letting up of Ukraine. So when two major powers just will not back down, what in the hell you think is going to happen eventually? There's going to be a major war going on the earth. Yes, let's read that.
So the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 1. And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 2. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down.
Let's get to the meat. Let's go to verse 5.
Come. Verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ.
Many shall come in the Lord's name, saying that they are the truth. They are the way to Christ and the Most High.
Right.
Namely, them purple pigs, IUIC, who the Lord is now exposing before the earth.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And shall deceive many.
And shall what?
Deceive many.
Ooh, they're going to deceive many. Go ahead.
Verse 6. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars.
I mean, damn, that's the only thing I hear about today. The only thing I hear about today is rumors of wars and actual wars. We got both of them right now. And I'm not talking about some small conflict in Africa. We're talking about major superpowers on the earth. If these two superpowers collide, it's going to be major destruction. Millions of people are going to lose their lives. Right now, China and America are the number 1 and 2 militaries on the face of the earth right now. And every day they talking big money. Every day. It's just like two rival gangs. Like imagine the Bloods and the Crips. That's China and America, the two biggest bullies on the block, and they ready to throw down. Right. And that's happening before our eyes. The prophets of the past said that they wish they lived in these times. Right. And you brothers and sisters are actually living in those times.
Right.
Better take advantage and realize what time you're living in.
Right.
Karyash?
Come. And you shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass.
Don't be troubled. I'm not telling you this to be troubled. I am saying this to put a little fear in you, which is good. Some righteous fear to turn you to the Most High.
That's right.
But this is our salvation. When America goes to war with the entire earth, when the entire earth goes to war against America, that means our salvation is coming.
That's right.
What also does that mean for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians? It's time to clean up your act. Right. It's time to really apply these laws, statutes, and commandments like your life depends on it, because it does. The scriptures say that Christ will come back like a thief in the night. It says he's going to come back when there's wars and rumors of wars. I mean, damn. Me personally, I'm not going to take that chance to think, okay, I'm still under grace. I got a little bit of time to hit this joint, put it out real quick. I got a little bit of time to have sex with this whore, throw her away. I got a little bit of time to do what my flesh wants me to do. You don't have time. The playtime is over. Now it's time to really tighten down and get serious. Go ahead.
Come. But the end is not yet.
But the what?
But the end is not yet.
Go ahead.
Verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation.
Nation shall rise against nation. China, Taiwan, Ukraine, Russia, America, Russia, Syria, Iran. God damn, it's not one region on the earth that's not in turmoil or have war imminent. It's everywhere. Africa, you got Somalia, you got go ahead.
Israel and Palestine.
Come on now, Israel and Palestine. It's everywhere. Even right now in the in Central and South America, you got Venezuela. It's a hellhole over there. Every continent on the face of this earth is either at war or preparing for war. Now, what are you preparing for? The club? Bad Girls Club? What you preparing for? To roll up your next blunt? The whole damn earth finna go into war. And what are you preparing to do? You better be stacking up some canned goods.
Right.
Stacking up some ammunition if it's lawful for you. If you got a gun license, get you some guns. If you got I don't know, get you a couple crates of water, put it in your garage, buy some bags of charcoal, buy some survival gear. I don't know. It might just save your life. It might just save you a trip from trying to go to the supermarket and fighting over the last pack of chicken, right, and losing your goddamn life over a pound of ground beef.
Right.
Read on.
Come, verse 7. But nation shall rise against nation.
Nation should do what?
Rise against nation. And kingdom against kingdom.
Oh, and it's going to be race wars. What is America's favorite pastime when they're in turmoil? Anybody? Car?
Like it, sir. You just said it, like the race was like the racism.
Yep.
It's already ramping up.
Yep.
It's something in them.
Yep.
They just can't help themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They can see the thing about this country. If I could,
mm-hmm,
they can really see it fall.
Yep.
We're not prepared because we're trying to playing catch up, trying to get a bag of money.
Right.
When they really can see their country is falling.
Right. That's the point. Get that brother a hand. So like, when America is doing bad, the number one thing America turns to is what? Taking out their frustration on blacks and Hispanics. You better believe it's coming. When war comes, the government spends all their money on that war. So that means what? It's food shortages. Right. It's shortages of all types of supplies. Gas goes up. Your taxes go up. The cost of living goes up. Everything becomes expensive, especially a war. So everything's going to come more expensive. So it's going to be more stress. White people are going to be more stressed out. When white people get stressed out, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Right.
Rosewood.
Right.
What's the New York? What's that part? Seneca Village. When white people get stressed out, best believe they're going to do some murdering. They're going to come to the Hispanic neighborhood. They're going to come to the black neighborhood. They're going to come to the reservations, and they're going to take their frustrations out on black people as if it's justified. Karyash?
Like yourself, I could.
Yeah.
You bring it out so heavy. A perfect example of that was the Isupk riots during World War II. America was so low on supplies that hated the Hispanic brothers was wearing such fly suits during the time of the war.
Yeah.
And they ended up lynching them brothers in the middle of the streets.
Yeah.
Of LA, of New York, of all throughout America to take out their frustration.
Mm-hmm. Damn right. Get up, brother. Hand. That's the same exact thing that happened in Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street was thriving during the Great Depression. White people couldn't take it, so they came and dropped bombs on them. So what in the hell you think is going to happen in 2024, 2025, 2028, 2023? What in the hell you think is going to happen? They've been seeing you all on TV. LeBron James, they got to watch this. Let me put in perspective. Our oppressor had to sit back and watch the NBA turn all black. They had to watch the NFL turn all black. They watched what they probably thought the last hope they had was baseball. Then all the Dominicans and Puerto Ricans came and just took that over.
Right.
Now, golf ain't even sacred to them no more. Even black people coming into hockey, they tired of y'all. I don't know how to spell it out. They tired of y'all. Y'all taking over everything. Y'all women look the best. Y'all cook the best. Y'all dance. Y'all got rhythm. Y'all got flavor. Y'all got pigmentation. They tired of y'all. So guess what? When they get an excuse, oh yeah, best believe they're gonna use it.
That's right.
When war come, they're gonna say they took my job. I don't know. They're gonna find some type of excuse to come to the barrio, come to the reservation, to come to the ghetto. It's gonna be on. Lord be with you. Any more, Karyash?
Come.
Let's get that.
In kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places.
Famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. You've been seeing these natural disasters. I mean, Chicago alone just had a advisory for bad air quality due to a damn, I can't even, that's a jungle fire that was going on in Canada. I can't even call that a forest. The damn fire was so bad in Canada that it spread to New York, to the Midwest, all the way to Chicago. The Lord is showing you signs. I mean, he's showing you so many damn signs, even with his chariots. He's allowing his chariots to be seen on videotape. He's allowing his chariots to be seen, the so-called UFOs. He's allowing them to be seen on pictures. He gave us the breakdown in the Bible. He told us about the chariots in the Bible, and now you're seeing them with your own eyes. Maya?
So if I could,
Yeah.
I read an article earlier. They're saying that it's so many.
I seen you post that.
It's so many quote unquote UFOs. There's so many chariot sightings that it's interfering with the Air Force training new pilots.
Come on now. Now the government is coming out and telling you, yeah, UFOs are real. UFOs are real, and it's not little green men on them damn UFOs.
Right.
It's the angels of God. Those are their vehicles. So-called black and Hispanic man on damn spaceships flying around terrorizing Esau to the point where they said, Maya, what they say?
That it's interfering with Air Force training.
It's interfering with the stealth fighters and bombers and everything like that. I mean, hey, maybe. Go ahead, Carl.
No, like if I could, what you're saying is so heavy because I'm kind of wondering if that's why we having all these commercial flight backups and delays. Because for the last year, Southwest been, constantly backed up with flight delays. I mean, and it's ramping up, it's getting higher and higher. Like, I do live. So I'm taking people to the airport in the middle of taking them to the airport, they get an email saying their flights are canceled.
Damn.
So I'm just wondering if that's something that they trying to keep a top on, but that's part of like what you're saying, sir, like it's interfering with the Air Force training. So if it's interfering with the Air Force training, I'm pretty sure the commercial flights, they looking at something on the radar, they really can't see what it is. They like, we have to hold on and wait till whatever that is. Clear up.
Okay, let's stick to this point for just a little bit. Let's get some of them chariot scriptures. If y'all got them on deck, gotta. If we touching on World War III, we gotta touch on the chariots. That's our salvation. Once you look up and see just bright balls of fire, in the sky, and they just everywhere. 300. How many was it, Karyash? How many chariots is gonna be in the sky? 200 million? I thought it was 300. I thought it was 300. 200 million chariots in the sky. That sounds good to me. That sound like a good evening. Seeing your salvation come and break the damn sky. Oh, I can't wait to see the look on the face of oppressors. Imagine you are in Chicago and oppressors just jogging down the street like they do, walking their dog and everything like that, and they gotta look up and see niggas coming from the sky. Like, God damn, that's a horrible feeling. I'm glad I don't have to feel that. Right. Y'all got it?
All
right, let's read that.
I got Ezekiel 1 and 4.
Okay. Let me get there with you.
One of the chariot scriptures, right?
God. Ezekiel 1 and 4. Yeah, Ezekiel. You gotta say it like chief head priest Arya Ezekiel. You got you know how you say it. 897. Let me see the book of Ezekiel. I read that.
Come. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 1, verse 4.
Okay.
And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolded itself, and the brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof, as the color of amber.
Yeah.
Out of the midst of the fire.
Damn. So Ezekiel, he's seeing a vehicle that's just engulfed in fire and amber. That's beautiful. Keep going.
Come. Verse 5. Also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures.
And out of this vehicle came the likeness of 4 living creatures. Go ahead.
And this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man.
They had the lookings of a man. Go ahead.
Verse 6. And every one had 4 faces.
Damn. And every one had 4 faces, not 4 heads. I know a lot of people get that misconstrued. They think of 4 heads, but no, 4 faces. A man with 4 faces. So he got 1 neck, 1 head, and 4 faces. Go ahead.
And every one had 4 wings.
And had 4 wings. Imagine, okay, we reading that, but put it in practical terms and envision a man standing in front of you with 4 faces and wings. You probably would die. I'm not even joking. You would probably see him and go into cardiac arrest. Karyash? Yeah.
That's why the angels every time they appear, they be like, hey, fear ye not.
Right. You got to say that. I see a man, well, I'm going to know he's from the Lord because I'm a priest of the Lord. I'm going to know he's from the Lord, but imagine just seeing a being like this just walk through a wall and start talking to you. He got to tell you, hey, don't be afraid. Don't be scared. You know what I mean?
Right.
All right, read on.
Verse 7. And their feet were straight feet. And the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot.
So they had a foot like a man. Imagine like how like a ninja shoe look. It's just like a foot. It is like a split between like two big toes, like the little ninja boots. So they had on ninja boots per se. Go ahead.
And they sparkled like the color of burnished brass.
And what? How did they look?
Sparkled like the color of burnished brass.
And they had fine skin, like burnt brass. Go ahead.
Verse 8.
They damn sure wasn't no white boys.
Right.
Go ahead. They had hands. They had fists. Go ahead.
On their 4 sides. And they 4 had their faces and their wings. Verse 9. Their wings were joined one to another. They turned not when they went. They went everyone straight forward.
So imagine, okay, can't quote me on this. I gotta jot my memory on this one. I think this is speaking about the vehicle again. Imagine a vehicle that don't, like an airplane goes straight like that and it turns like that. Imagine a vehicle that goes here, 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 here. It don't turn. Read that one more time.
Come. Verse 9. Their wings were joined one to another. They turned not when they went.
So they didn't turn when they went. They just went. Go ahead.
They went everyone straight forward.
Straight forward. Go ahead.
Verse 10. As for the likeness of their faces, they 4 had the face of a man.
Damn. Yeah.
And the face of a lion.
Okay.
On the right side.
Okay.
And they 4 had the face of an ox on the left side. They 4 also had the face of an eagle.
Okay, so this is talking about a fierce being. Good night. Read on.
Verse 11. Thus were their faces and their wings were stretched upward.
Mm-hmm.
2 wings of every one were joined one to another, and 2 covered their bodies.
Karyash, you got that scripture when it speaks about the angels of the Most High during the, I want to say during the Maccabees, during the Greek captivity, when he came through the wall and put hands on him, he beat him so bad. You know what I'm talking about?
When he beat
the brakes off of him.
Yeah.
Let's get that real quick. Get some more of these glorious servants of the Lord that's coming to redeem Israel.
Like you said,
Yeah.
Did it say it was an angel? Or
It was angel. He came through the wall on a horse
I'm trying to remember
and beat the
word.
brakes off of him.
I'm trying to find that.
It's a glorious story. Also, the bar gave an excellent breakdown on that. I should text him real quick. Damn. Bear with us for 1 second. That's gonna be hard to find if you don't know it specifically.
Thought I had it. Thought I bookmarked the spot itself.
Car, give Officer Karyash, give Officer DeBar a call. If you can't find it, and ask him for that precept. If somebody could pick up where Karyash left off.
What verse was it out of one? Verse 18?
Verse 12.
Verse 12. And they went everyone straight forward, where the Spirit was to go. They went, and they turned not when they went.
Okay. Let's see. Hold this. Give me 1 second. Bear with us real quick. Pull this precept. Anybody got any more cherished scriptures? I really want that scripture. That was this. You got it? All right, let's get that, Karyash. Start off. Don't start where the meat at. Start where we need to be.
It says, "And the horsemen sent in wings."
I believe that's it. He beat the coins out of him. Then he went back to the king and told him.
Oh God!
Beat the shillings.
The Lord sent us a good angel.
I gotta hear it.
I'll read a little bit of it.
Okay. All right, read that.
This is the one. There's the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 15,
2 Maccabees,
verse 20.
Okay, let me.
As all looked, what should be the trial, and the enemies were already come near.
You said 2 Maccabees what?
15 and 20, sir.
15 and 20. All right. 2 Maccabees 15. Damn, what's 15 there? 2 Maccabees. Slag it. 15 and 20. All right, read that.
Verse 20. And now, when as all looked, what should be the trial, and the enemies were already come near, and the army was set in array, and the beasts conveniently placed, and the horsemen set in wings.
Keep going.
Verse 21. Maccabeus, seeing the coming of the multitude, and the divers preparations of armor, and the fierceness of the beasts, stretched out his hand toward heaven, and called upon the Lord.
Okay.
To work his wonders, knowing that the victory cometh not by arms, but even as it seemeth good to him, he giveth to such as are worthy. Therefore in his prayer he said, after this manner, O Lord, thou didst send thine angel in the time of Ezekiel king of Judea, and didst slay in the host of the Circabeum, and 180,000. Wherefore now also, O Lord of heaven, send a good angel before us, for a fear and dread unto them.
Okay, it's around here somewhere, but where's the meat of it? Where it went to the specific story about the angel beating him. If we can't find it, don't sweat it. I don't want to take up too much time on it. We ain't gonna take up too much time on that. With somebody holding Job, we're gonna just jump back into World War III. What was that scripture, Karyash and Job? You got it? All right.
I got it.
All right, no sweat. Let's get that.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 9.
3 and 9. Go ahead.
Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war.
Uh-huh.
Wake up the mighty men.
Uh-huh.
Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up.
Most High in Christ. This is a excellent scripture. The Lord is saying to the Gentiles, be prepared for war. Go ahead and join the Marines. Go ahead and join the Army. Join the Navy SEALs. Join SEAL Team 6. Join Delta Force.
Right.
Black Ops. Whatever you want. You know what I mean? Maya, you got that scripture? All right, what is it?
It's the book of 2nd Maccabees, chapter 11, starting at verse 8.
Yeah, let's get that.
Here,
11, verse 8. Most High in Christ. That was DA?
Come, sir.
He got it. Eleven, 8. Okay. Oh yeah, this is it right here.
Yeah, come.
Let's go.
The book of 2nd Maccabees, chapter 11, and verse 8.
Uh-huh.
And as they were at Jerusalem, there appeared before them on horseback one in white clothing, shaking his armor of gold.
So one on horseback appeared before them in white clothing and with gold armor. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Then they praised the merciful God altogether and took heart, and so much that they were ready not only to fight with men, but with most cruel beasts, and to pierce them through walls of iron.
So the men, Maccabees, his man, Mattathias, his men had seen this angel of God and got great courage. Go ahead.
Verse 10. Thus they marched forward in their armor, having a helper from heaven.
They marched forward in their armor, having a helper from heaven. So it's confirmed that this brother that just appeared on horseback was an angel of God that the Lord sent to help these men. That's the patience of the saints right there. That's what we waiting for today. We're waiting for the Lord to send down Yahushua and his angel. I think we say that in the curses, right? Send down Yahushua and Michael and Gabriel. Come down with the flying saucers. We say that in Sabbath service. We say it before camp. We say it during our feast days. Do we believe it? Do you actually believe it, or are you just saying it?
Right.
Because this is our salvation right here. Go ahead.
For the Lord was merciful unto them.
The Lord was merciful unto these men going into battle. Man, imagine that. You're going up against Esau. Say World War III pops off, right? And there's race riots here in America. And Esau is coming down the street with his battalion of rednecks. They got AK-47 grenade launchers and all types of, they got Jeeps with 50 cal machine guns and everything like that. It's you and the Akim and your wives and children and kids. And you see these, man, y'all probably got a couple pistols. I don't know what you got. But you see this army coming down on you with all this firepower. And you still got faith in the Most High. And then the Most High, just out of nowhere, a brother on horseback in white clothing and gold armor comes and just walk towards the enemy. I think you're going to shout out Kwam Yashala. I think so. So this is what these men felt at that time. Go ahead.
Verse 11. And given a charge upon their enemies like lions.
And did what?
giving a charge upon their enemies like lions.
So these brothers was ecstatic. I mean, damn, like what? I don't think it's nothing that will charge your battery more than the Lord actually being with you in this manner. The Lord is sending his servant down from heaven to come and fight with you. I can't, imagine the adrenaline, the hairs on your arms standing up from seeing this angel standing right next to you in battle. Go ahead.
Khan. They slew 11,000 footmen.
They slew what?
11,000 footmen.
My KD ratio gonna be crazy. I'm going crazy. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
And 1,600 horsemen.
And 16 what?
And 1,600 horsemen.
Keep going.
And put all the other to flight.
And put what?
All the other to flight.
So all the other Greeks, the Grecians, ran from the Lord's host. Go ahead.
Verse 12. Many of them also being wounded escaped naked.
They escaped what?
Naked.
They escaped naked. Go ahead. Shameful. Shamed in battle. Go ahead.
And Lysias himself fled away shamefully and so escaped.
Ooh.
Verse 13. Who, as he was a man of understanding, casting with himself was lost, he had. And considering that the Hebrews could not be overcome.
And he said what?
Considering that the Hebrews could not be overcome.
When the day comes and the race riots actually pop off and our enemies see that the Lord is with us, they're going to say these niggas, Hispanics, and Native American Indians cannot be overcame. It just cannot be done. They're going to see that the Lord is with us. Those crazy niggas that's been on the street corners since 1969, telling you that this day is coming and it's actually going to be here. I mean, that's going to be something glorious. And that's something that you brothers should really relish. You are living the Bible. You're not some temporary time of fame in Hollywood. Right. You ain't on some damn movie, some DVD that's going to be destroyed when the Lord come and destroy this place. You are going to be put into the book of life. The Lord said it's going to come a time where the Lord said that it's going to become a time where it's no longer going to be talked about that the children of Israel came out of Egypt, but it's going to be talked about that the children of the Lord came out of the sides of the north. Somebody pull that precept real quick. Y'all know that one? All right, let's pull that precept real quick. That's gonna be a glorious time. I don't give a damn about being on the BET Awards. I don't know. Whatever is glorified in this society, I don't give a damn about. Only glory I want is from the Most High. You know what I mean? I want my name to be written in the book of life. You can't beat it. You can't beat that. Whatever this Lord offered, whatever this place, this society, this empire, whatever it offers you, it can't beat the Lord's price. It can't beat what the Lord can give for you. I don't want to laugh now and cry later. Right. Damn that. Car.
Come, so I got the scripture.
All right.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 16 and verse 15.
Yep.
But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
This is speaking about a living God. Our God is not some wood, some block of no cobblestone. This is talking about a living God. Read that one more time.
Come. So did you want me to start at 14 and make it more clear for the people?
Let's get that.
Come, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16 and verse 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Think about that. It's going to be such a powerful event that's to come that we're no longer going to talk about Moses taking out the children of Israel from Egypt. Imagine that. The greatest story that's on the face of the earth right now is not going to be talked about anymore because it's going to be an even greater event that's to come. And that's the time that you're living in right now. Damn being on being a social media influencer.
Right.
Damn being in the NBA,
Right.
the NFL, or whatever you got to do to sell your goddamn soul, to be a traitor to your people. Damn all that. I want to be in this movie. I want to be in the Lord's movie. I don't give a damn about Hollywood. Read it one more time.
Jeremiah 16 and verse 14.
You go to 15.
Go to 15?
No, read 14. Go ahead.
Therefore, behold, the days come, said the Lord,
Yeah.
that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Verse 15. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
But the Lord liveth. It's telling you, okay, a lot of people, especially in this day and age, they like to say that there's no such thing as God. We believe in Scientology.
Right.
We believe in the Big Bang Theory.
Right.
We don't believe in, they say, they try to, mock the Most High. Unwise. They try to say we don't believe in some Sky Daddy or, whatever these conscious community idiots like to say, or these Edomites. They say the Most High is not a living power, that he's not alive, but he's going to show you how much he is alive, that he wrote something thousands of years ago, and it's going to come to pass while you living. So the Lord said that it's going to come to pass when he take us out of what? Car?
The land of the north.
The land of the what?
The north.
It's talking about taking blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians out of captivity in America. Egypt was a strong empire. It was a real strong empire, but it wasn't as strong as America.
Right.
It wasn't as strong as the beast, as the virgin daughter of Babylon, and spiritually called Egypt. This is the most terrifying empire that's ever been erected. And the Lord is going to show his power by destroying America. Okay. Now, okay, I'm going to tie this in with the last topic that we was just going over. How is the Lord going to take us out of America? It said, Car, give me the scripture one more time, verse 15.
Come, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16 and verse 15. But the Lord living, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
From the land of the north. How is the Most High going to take the children of Israel out of the land of the north? I need a precept that goes with it. Anybody? Car, you have something? Okay. This is real specific precept showing how the Lord is going to take us out of North America. Okay, forget the precept. How is he going to take us out of America? Maya?
Slightly, sir. Through warfare.
That's true.
In the midst of World War III, Christ is going to return with the angels.
Yep.
He's going to wage war with our enemies.
And
he's going to take us up in the chariots.
That's what I'm looking for right there. Get a brother a hand. That's the mode of transportation that the Lord is going to use to take us out of America. What a lot of Christians like to say as the rapture. That's where Hollywood comes up with that famous scene of a UFO coming and beaming somebody down, and then the person go up. They got that out the Bible. Anybody got the precept on it? It speaks about eagles. It speaks about an eagle taking the children to a place in the wilderness.
Oh, come.
You got it?
Come. All
All right.
The book of Revelations, chapter 12.
That's it right there. I'll be there with you. Revelations 14. 12. Okay, there we go. Read that.
Come. So I started 13, sir.
Yeah, let's get that.
Book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 13. And when the dragon saw that he was cast onto the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man-child.
Now, this is a entire metaphor. Everything that you're reading right now is metaphoric. The dragon, it represents the American Army. The Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. That's the dragon. Who is the woman? The nation of Israel. Keep going.
Verse 14. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle.
So during the time of our persecution by Esau, the Lord is going to give the woman 2 wings of an eagle. Who's the woman? The children of Israel. What's the eagle? What's the 2 wings of the eagle? This is a metaphor. It's not a literal. Okay, yeah?
Would be the power to fly up.
Okay, let's read. Right? That's exactly. Flying is a part of the metaphor. Read it one more time, Mayad.
Verse 14. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times, and half a time, from the face of the serpent.
Break that down.
So that's saying that when Esau's military is waging war all throughout the earth, Christ is going to return, take his people away from here, from America and everywhere that we are in the world, and take us into the wilderness so that we can prepare to come back into the world and reclaim our lands.
That's it right there in a nutshell. Get a brother a hand. So during the time of World War III, the Lord is going to send Christ and those 2 wings of an eagle, which is a representation for the chariots, for the so-called UFOs. The so-called UFOs is going to come down, is going to pick up the Lord's elect and his chosen people. They're going to fly off in the chariots, and they're going to be set in a land that's called the wilderness. We don't know where it's at. It could be in the desert somewhere. It could be in the Amazon forest somewhere. It could be, I don't know, the Grand Canyon.
Right.
It's a place where the Lord is going to designate us to be, and that's where we're going to train up. We're going to train up. Right now, the Isupk is the place where you train to be in rulership for the kingdom to come.
That's right.
So just like politicians go to law school, in order to become part of the 144,000, you got to come to this school. You got to come to the Lord's school. That's why we have class every day. It's very practical what we're doing. But that's the breakdown. You know what I mean? Be on your P's and Q's, because the Lord is definitely turning up in the earth. World War III is on the way. And a big shout out to Commander Junior Hanna and his lecture. What's the date on that?
July 28th, sir.
July 28th. You want to make your way to Chicago for Commander Junior Hanna's lecture. Is World War III imminent? And what Black and brown families should do during that time? It's gonna be off the chain. We're gonna have it's a 2-hour lecture, right? 2-hour lecture. After the lecture, we're gonna have an after party. We're gonna move all the chairs out the way. We're gonna turn on the music. We're gonna have some drinks, and we're gonna get down just like Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are known to do. We're going to get the information, and we're going to enjoy brotherhood and sisterhood. With that, I'm going to pass the class over to Priest and Officer Carr.